Hello everyone, it's Eric here. Today we're going to talk about silver. Had a couple comments and requests to do a quick review, place our understanding of it within the evolution of the trade. So let's get started. We'll download the matrix that gets posted onto the blog. Silver can be found in the precious metals column. We'll highlight it here. First thing I like to do is establish the phase within the evolution of the trade. Do that in column B. Silver has a generator reset, so in its plus 12, which means that happens 12 days ago. So we know it's in phase 3, and a reset 12 days ago is probably not something we want to be chasing. Although the daily column here says that 12 and the return performances were still below zero. It's usually time that I'm concerned about, but at minus 0.28, it's pretty close to zero, which means there's not a lot of room left to run. So this is something that should have either been established or at this point should be ignored. Should have been established a couple weeks ago. We'll look at the primary trend. It's been up for 7 months, 38% return. I know people have great expectations for silver. It's one of those things that competes with the cryptocurrencies and gold, and but I mean, I really wouldn't look at I wouldn't look at any of that stuff with any belief structure. I just would follow the primary trends and play this thing as it evolves. If we look at the monthly trend within silver, we see that the price cycle is zero, so it's roughly at 38% set the mean. At 7 months, we're still below zero, so there's plenty of room left to run. In comparison to even gold, you can see that gold has a different time cycle. They follow slightly different time cycles. So it's important to ignore everything else and follow the markets that you're interested in. So we really know that the reset happened about a couple weeks ago, 12 days ago. We really shouldn't be chasing, so let's take a look at leverage. As we see energy is -9 or +9 for WA, which means the market's pretty quiet. DI and DI2 are -100, -46, which are awfully big. That generates a large bearish energy build and a blocking dome, and I think we need to take a look at that closer. So we're going to look at a subsection of the matrix that studies the energy. This stuff is posted into the cloud. As it pops up here, we can see the computer highlights white both builds for us. This creates these green and red circles. They represent support areas and blocking domes. We see that here the DI is -100, that's the maximum rating. DI2 is -46. It's pretty low. Obviously it goes lower. There's periods where it goes lower. So what's really going on? And in previous written reviews, I've said that this current price breakout, which sticks right here, is similar to 2009. And if we highlight tell the computer to highlight only the bearish builds, we get a better understanding of what's taking place. So we want to circle our attention or focus our attention here. The numerous red blocking domes basically is the invisible hand leaning on the top of the rally. And ultimately what happened in 2009 is the rally couldn't get going and here's the bulls, until you release some of that energy. Now this one's not highlighted, but it really could be because this stick came up above 60. This is usually a quick hit, and that is what we're looking for in this area. So 2009 had these blocking domes, and then a DI spike came up right here, and that generated the buying opportunity. This area, this combination of DI and DI2 in 2020 and 2029 or 2021 needs to come up here, and it's going to take time. Now that doesn't mean that that you won't see an upward grind, but it will be a phase that I would consider or define as frustration until ultimately this thing flips over here. And we could see that, and it will take some time, and we're going to have to wait for a reset, and that reset will come, weeks from now, could be months from now. There probably will be multiple resets, but I've talked about this concept about a viable reset. If there was a reset here, I would tend to be apathetic towards it, maybe ignore it. I mean, I don't know. We have a core position in silver based on seven for 7 months, and we're holding that. But we're looking to escalate, and we want to escalate when the terms are favorable, and we need to get this energy build over here. So that's something to keep an eye out when you're downloading the matrix. I will write about it when the time comes, or you can watch it yourself. But really, there is no play other than holding the core position for now. So if you have any comments about silver or precious metals or anything else within the matrix, you can contact me through the blog or write something down in the comment sections here in YouTube. It's all something that works well for me. Other than that, have a good day.